This is an example of an elastic collision. Take a moment to read through the problem. Pause the video if you need more time. Right now, the best thing that you can do is to draw a picture of what's happening. Before the collision happens, we have a 1.5 kilogram marble traveling to the right at a speed of 2.25 meters per second. It collides with a larger marble that has a mass of 3 kilograms traveling to the left at 1.8 meters per second. After the collision, we find out that the small marble actually bounces back and is now traveling to the left. And this is our 1.5 kilogram marble. It's traveling to the left at a speed of 3.15 meters per second. That leaves our large marble here, and our goal is to determine what is the final velocity. Just like in the last explosion problem, we're going to set up our total initial momentum equal to our total final momentum. So we will say that mass 1 times initial velocity plus mass 2 times initial velocity has to equal mass 1 times final velocity plus mass 2 times final velocity. This time we have to be a little bit more careful as we plug information in because we have some objects moving to the right and some to the left. Let's call to the right positive and to the left negative. So here we'll start off, our first mass is 1.5 kg times at positive initial momentum because it's going to the right. We'll add that to our mass 2, which has a mass of 3 kilograms times a negative initial velocity, since it originally is moving to the left. That will equal mass 1, our 1.5 kg, times its final velocity, which is to the left, a negative 3.15 meters per second, plus mass 2, 3 kg, times its final velocity. When we look at this equation, it might look a little intimidating since there's lots of numbers. But we have everything except for final velocity, so it shouldn't be too terrible to solve for. Be careful of negatives. When you calculate things, we find this ends up being a momentum of 3.375 kilogram meters per second minus 5.4 kilogram meters per second, and that will equal negative 4.725 kilogram meters per second plus 3 kg times Vf. When we go through and solve, this side ends up being a negative 2.025 kilogram meters per second, equaling our same stuff over here, 4.725 kilogram meters per second plus 3 kg times Vf. We have to add our negative 4.725 over with our negative number there. When we combine, we find this ends up being a positive 2.7 kilogram meters per second equal to 3 kg times our final velocity. And we find that our final velocity is going to be a positive 0.9 meters per second. If we go back up to our original diagram, that means our marble, our large shooter, will move to the right at a speed of 0.9 meters per second. This is an example of an elastic collision since the two marbles hit and bounce off of one another without sticking and without losing any energy.